Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Bruma Ants channel. In this video we're going to learn how to build a very simple jar terrarium, a really cool decoration for your room. Let's get into it. For this project we're gonna need the following materials. A glass jar, some small stones for the drainage layer, a soft mesh, some dirt, a little tree branch, a bunch of moss, and some small plants. To facilitate the building process and to easily reach the bottom of the jar, I'm also going to use the long tools that are usually used for aquascaping, the art of creating the beautiful natural landscapes you usually see in fish tanks. The main component of the terrarium will be the glass jar. You can easily find one of these in almost every grocery store. If you have issues finding the jar that fits your needs, you can also order it online from one of the many online shops. For the material, I would suggest you choose glass. However, if you don't want to spend too much money or if you can't find a glass jar that you really like, you can also opt for a plastic one. Don't worry if the jar doesn't have ventilation holes, cause in this tutorial we're going to build a closed terrarium. First of all, we need to cut the soft mesh, in order to make it fit tightly inside the jar. To draw the shape of the jar on the mesh, you can simply use a marker. Don't worry if the marker leaves some sign on the jar, we will clean them later. Once we clearly see the mark on the mesh, we can start cutting. Here's the result. Now we can start creating the first layer of the terrarium, the drainage layer. This base layer is made of stones, and its role is to hold the water reservoir of the ecosystem. To create the layer, simply place the little stones at the bottom of the jar. When doing this, make sure to put the stones down very gently, using your hand to reach the bottom of the jar. We don't want to break the jar by throwing the stones into it. Now we can place the mesh we've cut before inside the jar. The mesh will separate the drainage layer from the dirt layer, and will block the dirt from covering the stones. When the mesh is in place, we can start filling the jar with dirt. I would suggest you use your hand in this step, as we don't want the dirt to follow to the bottom layer. When there is enough dirt in the jar, we can use a long tool to move some dirt to the rear of the jar. Doing this will facilitate the observation of the terrarium, and will create a really cool looking effect. When ready, insert the tree branch. Now to the fun part. Now it's time to fill the remaining spaces with the plants and the moss we've collected before. This will take some time, but don't worry, it's a very relaxing activity. Here's the final result. Not bad. Now we have to water the terrarium. To do this, you can use a pipette or some other type of water dispenser, like the one I'm using. In the very likely case that some of the water has ended up on the jar, we can clean the inside surface with a long tweezer and some tissue paper. Make sure to clean all the inside surfaces. Congratulations! You've successfully built a really cool jar terrarium all by yourself. Now you can place it on a shelf or on your bedside table. It will look amazing. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you like the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you're planning to buy some ant nests, I would suggest you check out this video review. It's a really cool ant nest made by Ant Store, a great ant keeping company. See you soon in another video.